But first, like you said, we have Acno and Blaze going right into this. The stage banning is already coming out. It's Acno versus Blaze here. Top 8 winner's side of the bracket. We're in the winner's semifinals.
Yep, and you're seeing Acno. He's been playing that Koji throughout the day, so of course going to be still playing that Koji against his teammate Blaze on the Bryn. Bryn coming in, first one to pick up a weapon, has a spear in hand, but the team damage, the little bit of initial damage coming out from Acno at first.
So Blaze is coming off of 2 3-0s going into the top 8. 3-0'd 0 earlier and 3-0'd Blue right after that. You expected Blue to place very well this tournament. The possibility is still there as Blue is on the loser side of the bracket, but Blaze is going to face definitely his toughest, possibly of all tournament opponent right here going up against Acno.
Yeah, that being said though, a win over Acno, the top seed for the tournament, somebody who's been dominating the region for 2020, would be huge for Blaze in terms of emotional momentum.
Now, we talked about the 3-0s. Acno not quite having as much luck as Blaze did earlier. He went from a 3-1 into another 3-1, the second one being against Simple to get into top 8. Y'all saw that play out here on stream. So 2 3-0s against 2 3-1s. I gotta think you're kind of confident if your Blaze going into this. Almost touches the wall there. Still has Acno in the red. Shouldn't be too hard to clean this KO up, but he does have to worry about Acno's bow, meaning Acno has a lot of range. Blaze doesn't have a weapon. Spawn comes in, grabs it right under the right side platform, going big with a highly telegraphed ground pound. Likely would have been a KO option. Blaze just trying to figure out which move he wants to go for. There's another ground pound. Not quite going to KO. Is he going to be able to get the clean edge guard? Just throws a dare out, riding that along the wall. Then goes in with a ground pound. Blaze is in bad positioning here. That stock is gone. Started that in orange, and Acno's doubled there 2,000 to take him out.
That's rough. Whenever you see someone sitting on the corner like that, you know they're asking for you to edgeguard them. And usually it's obvious why, right? Like it's like a Nyx off the corner. But Acno coming out with those big dares is going to get caught by the ground pound from Blaze for the stock. Not going to get 3-stocked, but still solid lead for Acno.
Man, the ground pound that Blaze threw out, the unarmed ground pound that he threw out, very questionable. Blaze is falling apart. He is absolutely falling apart, going into that charged up side signature. That's rough.
Yo, this is Deku versus All Might right now. Am I right, my anime fans? This is big boy fighting the bigger boy, and it is tough for Blaze to overcome this mental block against his teammate. It might be the switch to Bodvar that ends up helping him out. It is a very awesome colored Bodvar. You can see the little head on the corner there. But I'm not sure who Acno is going with. Okay, sticking with the Koji.
Yeah, definitely going to be Gaara versus Naruto, but before Naruto does the multi-shadow clone jutsu, mostly just the part where he's getting his butt handed to him, while Sakura's behind the sand wall and Sasuke is completely out of commission here. Blaze swapping over to the Bodvar, hoping a little change of character, and maybe the change of scenery here might give him the victory over Acno. Gonna pull out the hammer, gonna pull out the sword, starting off with some good damage, going even so far with Acno, just a short 13 seconds into the game. Same thing kind of happened last game though. They went even, and then all of a sudden, Acno just completely took control, took the wheel, and drove Blaze off the cliff. Jumped out of the car right before it went over.
Yeah, a little bit of a chicken on that one. I imagine Blaze is going to respect the edge guarding from Acno a little bit more, or at the very least maybe not go for as telegraphed of ground pounds. A lot of ground pounds did come out from Blaze in game number 1. And we're here in game number 2. Acno going for the downlight. Down air could not quite get the bounce, not enough damage on Blaze to get that follow-up downlight, but still lead for Acno. Downlight recovery will widen that gap with the first stock taken.
Is a weapon spawn coming in. Acno standing right on top. It goes for a dash jump. Sair. Blaze picks it up, but then out comes 3 hits from Acno onto Blaze. Great way to open up this first stock. Already has him in yellow. Over 50 damage. Now over 100 damage. As Blaze turns orange, that's got to be a KO. And it is. That was like a 120 or a 130 KO. Super early for Acno. Just continuing this.
Just dismantling Blaze. This is so rough. Again, Blaze is put in this position where he has to try to reverse a 3-stock. He denied the 3-stock in game number 1, but he's even further behind here in game number 2.
Oh, Acno! Honestly, I'm surprised he went for the recovery there rather than just like going for broke and trying to throw out a down air to just finish the stock no matter what. Goes for a ground pound, plays, turning it around, at least gets the KO, denies the 3 stock yet again, about halfway through this final stock, but still, orange against Acno, apparently if you're Blaze, could be just as bad as being in red.
Yeah, man, if that sword side sig had knocked out at the very end there, like this set would have been over. There would have been no way for Blaze to come back. That neutral sig will halt any momentum Blaze was trying to gain, and now it is 1 game away from Acno earning his spot in the guaranteed top 3 finish in the winners final.
Now, even though Blaze is 3rd PR in EU in 1v1 right now, there's just such a stark difference between him and Acno. Of course, Acno being number 1. If you just look at their stats, like Blaze has 9 top 8s, Acno has 9 top 8s. But 6 of those 9 top 8s from Acno are gold medals. The other 2, there's 3 more. 2 of them are silver medals. So 8 of the 9 times he's been top 8 in a tournament, he has medal. Unfortunately, he has no bronze medals. One of those top 8s he placed past 3rd. But still, you compare that to Blaze, no golds, not really any silvers, and then 2 bronzes coming out of this. So Blaze definitely has some catching up to do for Acno, even though Blaze is a top-ranked player.
That was a nutty punish from Acno as well. Knowing how Blaze likes to play that axe, going for that ground pound and just immediately punishes with that gravity cancel downlight into a recovery. Almost got an early stock. The down sig just barely off the mark, and the ground pound will be the lead again for Acno.
Yeah, this is now turning into Neji versus Hinata in the Chunin exam part 2. Because Acno is just clearly the better fighter here. His Bakugan is so much stronger than Hinata's. But there's a nice turnaround from Blaze. This is Blaze taking a few hits. This is Hinata taking a few hits and still fighting back. Even when she's bleeding from her mouth, still staying in this. We'll see if he has enough or if he fails, just like Hinata did.
Activating that Byakugan, but it's going to be Acno still going for those pressure points with that sword in hand. Trying to make the approach, does get the opener, and the weapon toss swap for the bow into the side signature, just tricking Blaze out a little bit. And he's going to be sticking with the bow for the final stock of Blaze here in game number 3.
Acno's one of the cleanest players we've seen. He's able to put out so much pressure onto his opponent. His flow with his bow is incredible. The flow with the sword is incredible as well. I think by this point, at least in my opinion, Acno has solidified himself as kind of the best EU player of all time. I would put him over Blue at this point, despite Blue's very historied career.
I mean, definitely best player of 2020 at the very least. Looking really strong going into the World Championship just a few months away. But Blaze gonna try to stop the 2 stocks. So far, it's been 2 games in a row where Acno has been 2-stocking Blaze, and Blaze finally stops it with the down heavy.
Acno gonna be coming in, doing a nice little D-Light to slide off of the soft platform. Threw out some unarmed damage. Again, going for the D-Light dare into another D-Light. Wants to make sure he can secure that KO. Doesn't get punished for the D-Sig. Neutral Sig coming out. Punish. Oh, the neutral light. And then an immediate punish from Acno. The wake-up D-Sig. Second one ends up hitting Acno. Wants this KO move. The side air, even with the bounce off, sent Blaze off screen. Acno going over to the edge, wanting to finish this up here. Neutral light. Going to be the KO off the top. Even though Acno was on his final stock, still going to be a 3-0 for Acno. Going to be moving right on through this bracket, not wasting any time here, moving to the winners finals.
Yeah, really clean plays coming out from Acno on the Koji. You hate to see a team kill, but you love to see it a little bit. As Acno, like you said, does get that 3-0, earns a spot on the podium, guaranteed in the winners final, guaranteed top 3 finish, and now Blaze has to make that lower bracket run.
It's always interesting because it's happened multiple times in different regions to see like the top 3 people and then still seeing like massive, absolutely massive skill gaps between just those